Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mr. Lights Out. I haven't uploaded in a long while. I've been really busy, but I got a great story for you guys. This is a true story. It's basically about my daughter. If you like stories like this, uh, consider subscribing because I'm gonna make a lot more. Okay, on to the story. Uh, Usually, when I plan a trip, I live like 30, 40 miles south of Manila. But during these trips, I have to go to Manila to stay overnight if I have a doctor's appointment or checkup. So I usually stay at this hotel just a little south of Manila, maybe like it's a 10, 15-minute drive from the Veterans Clinic. Now, I was planning this trip from this hotel and take my appointment up, or I had like 3 appointments in 2 days. And after that, I was planning to just rest for a day in this hotel. This is a pretty popular hotel. They also have these branches of these hotels in the States. Well, I guess I could say it's the Holiday Inn Express. Now, my plan was 2 days of appointments, 1 day of rest, and then onwards to south of Subic because I wanted to check out some property and concerning my move for retirement. Now, this is the thing though, right? When I reserved this place in the south of Subic, which is actually the back gate of the old QB Point, Morong, Bataan. And they've been turning it into a nice resort place. And relatively, real estate there is still kind of affordable. Some are cheap. So that might be something to consider if you guys are interested in living in Subic or retiring in Subic, just south of QB Point Naval Air Station, the old QB Point. Now, I already reserved this place. I looked at the map on Agoda, and it was supposed to be in Moron, Bataan. So I went ahead and reserved it just for one night because I just wanted to check the place out and then or go back home. Now, this is the thing though. I made the reservations, paid for it through my credit card, and then I get a message. I find out that this place that I reserved supposedly in Morong, Bataan is not in Morong, Bataan. It's 2 or 3 towns further south of the peninsula. It's somewhere in Bagak. And I asked the lady that owns the property, I said, why is it advertised as Morong, but it's actually in Batak? And it was just a small house by itself by the beach. I was kind of excited to go, but I was kind of iffy. You know, you get that feeling. And hate to brag, but I'm this person that always, always gets good luck. I don't know why, but this place was kind of iffy. So I went ahead and spent 2 days with my appointments, and I was with my daughter. I was with my daughter, Becky Love, and during one of my appointments when I went to the clinic, I had to leave her in the hotel. I came back. It was after lunch, so I figured that she already had lunch. So I went on and had my lunch. While I was having lunch, just across the street from the hotel, I get a message, 2 messages on my messenger, and one on as a text message. And then she said, "Dad, I'm leaving the room," or she's leaving her room and going to the lobby. I said, "Go ahead, and I'll meet you there in 4 minutes." I went up to her. She was in the lobby. She was crying. And I said, "What happened? What's wrong?" She said, "Dad, you won't believe it." It's a crazy story, guys. Uh, man, when I saw my daughter crying, I was like, it's just, you get really angry and you expect some really bad news. I know how dads, you dads feel out there. You gotta be overprotective of our daughters. Got really angry. I said, tell me what happened and I'll fix it. Believe me, I will fix it. Anyway, she said that she was lying in bed and she heard a knock on the door. One, two, three knocks. She went up to the door, and as she was walking towards the door, she heard somebody call her name. Becky Love, Becky Love, Becky Love. And she said it was my voice. So she peeked through the security, what do you call that? She peeked through the peek hole. There you go. And there was nobody there. So she said that she didn't pay attention. Maybe she did have the TV on and she was just listening to music, but did hear then her name called. So she decided to go to the bathroom, which was right by the main entrance. And then it happened again. Three knocks, but just one time. Becky Love. And then now she figured that she was away. She was close to the door. So she knew that there was something beckoning her to come to the door. So she got out of the toilet and went back to the door. Peeked again through the peephole and nobody was there. So she went back to the bed and suddenly she said the lights in the toilet started flickering continuously and then stopped and then started flickering again continuously. So she grabbed her bag, keys, and looked through the peephole again and dashed out. Right when she got to the elevator, we were on the eighth floor. Yeah. Right? When she got to the elevator, you know how you flash your room card key on the elevator so you can change floors or go to another floor? It wouldn't work, she said. Now, so the elevator was stationary and somebody else walked in, luckily. So she had them press the ground floor, or the person that went into the elevator also was going to the ground floor. So she just got off and went to the ground floor and just stayed there. It took me like 4 or 5 minutes to get there. And then she started crying. I guess when she saw me, she started crying. So I said, okay, let's think about this. Let me review the story and then we can make a decision on what we have to do. Right. Right. Anyway, so she relayed the story to me again. I said, okay, I'll go to the front desk and then ask to change rooms. Now, of course, I go to the front desk and I had this feeling that it was something, I would get an adverse reaction because basically the truth was the room was haunted or had paranormal activities. So I wanted to come across with well, I wanted to come across and solve the problem quickly without any somewhat confrontation. So I told the young lady, name was still remember Thea. Thea. I'm a retired veteran, and not a lot of things faze me. But I need to change rooms, me and my daughter's room. And the reason is it's haunted. There's a ghost. So please believe me in what I say. And I want both of our rooms to be moved or changed over. And she just said, yes, sir. Like I was kind of aghast, taken aghast when she said that. And she didn't even ask me anything else. She just proceeded changing rooms and gave us new room keys. So I was thinking this must be a normal thing because she didn't even ask her supervisor or she didn't even ask me more information, but just changed the keys. Said, sir, uh, go ahead, take your stuff out, and then you can move to room. It's the next floor, ninth floor, one floor up, and that'll be it. I said, wow, that was quick and easy. So me and my daughter went up, and yeah, we went up the. No, we. I forgot. We didn't turn the keys in. There's no way to turn the keys in. I was trying to use the old keys to go up, but my daughter beat me because she still had her own keys, and that key card she had still wouldn't work. So I basically grabbed her key card and put it on the sensor, and then it started working. For some reason, when she was using the key card, it wouldn't work. So that's something to think about too, right? So I told her, okay, we're gonna go to the hallway. It's like two hallways to our rooms, and I said, just walk behind me. And I was walking straight to the room, our rooms. Sucks. So I told her to just walk behind me, and we were heading straight to our rooms. They were side by side. Uh, I am 100% faithful. I try to be in our Lord. As I was walking towards the room, I felt a very strong breeze against me, and I felt shivers around my neck, back, and my arms. And I was like pushing towards or walking in quicksand, but I kept going straight, kept on moving. Something was trying to stop me. I looked back at my daughter, and she wasn't having any problem with walking. She was actually just walking behind me. But me, on the other hand, I was having problems going forwards. So I started praying straight, kept on praying straight. Nothing will stop. Nothing. Eventually got to both of our rooms. We emptied both of our rooms out, and with the quickness, with the quickness, and uh, when we got out of our rooms, our luggage, we didn't have much. I noticed that the hallway was dark. When I looked behind me, our two rooms were at the end of the hallway, and it had a real big glass window looking outside, and it was all dark also. That was crazy. So we started going back to the elevator. I used my card key to go to the ninth floor. and then we both checked in or put our stuff in our rooms. Then we went back downstairs. Then we turned our keys in, and then that was the second night. So we still had one night left, and we were talking about it. I mean, this whole trip wise, the remember the Agoda reservation for south of Subic, that was a problem. So I was thinking it might be some kind of foreshadowing because I'm never that unlucky. So it was, what I'm trying to say is I was planning to stay in a town just outside of Subic, but the reservation changed or the location changed to three towns south, two or three towns south. And I can put some pictures of that place, and I didn't trust it really. I had a bad feeling. So, come Saturday morning when we checked out of our hotel, we were on our way to Subic, right, for lunch. That would be like a 2.5 hour drive on the way to Subic. Crazy, and it was a hot day. Like it wasn't even halfway to Subic, and my air conditioning for my truck just poof. It turned out to be the uh, not the evaporator, but something else. I forgot. Anyway, I had to pull into a garage, and they removed and replaced it. I'll find out soon what it was they changed. And I just had this air conditioning service 4 months ago. So I said, there's no way I take my daughter 2.5 hours more in the hot heat without air conditioning. So we decided to go back home. I mean, that was a long trip for nothing. Decided to go back home, and then we were talking about it. She said, "Dad, it must have been a good thing. Something must have been wrong for us not to go on that trip, and whatever happened in the hotel and all that stuff. Because some stuff, or it might be coincidence, but in looking at things like this, you have to look at the reasons for that coincidence. And we're planning another trip, going straight to Subic this time to go to those places, and we'll see what happens. Right? We'll see what happens. So there might be a part two of this story because I'm going to have this looked up or investigated by some faith healers that know about this and see what really happened or what they think happened. And I'll put a part two of that. And we were talking about it, right? But from now on, we agreed that we have to change our SOPs, standard operating procedures, because of safety. She would never be in her room by herself without me in close vicinity. Or another way would be maybe next time she could have a couple of her cousins with her in the same room for safety. Or until she learns how to defend herself from all these elemental or paranormal stuff. So that's going to take a little more training. What else? If you have any comments, bring them up. I'll go through them. Okay, guys. I've been uploading for a while because I've been really busy. And if you like things like this, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Uh, and Becky Love didn't want to be on camera, my daughter. Becky Love says hi to you guys. Thanks. Peace out, guys.